Aloha Nui Patriots, it's Shariraye with updates for today. And it is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. And guess what it is? Taco Taco Tuesday! Yes, Taco Tuesday. Who got their tacos today? Well, we were kind of bummed out because we went and they're not 99-cent tacos anymore. They're $1.49, so no more DQ. We'll just either make our own or go to Taco Casa from now on. All right, everybody. So, had a very, what do you say, trying weekend. Sunday was a huge fire, and it was coming our way. There were the whole town was evacuated, many people evacuated all around us. And I said, we're going to pray. And we prayed and prayed, and a bunch of us were praying. And they ended up getting it concealed and stopped from coming this way. And 11,000 acres it burned in over 13 homes. There were people pulling trailers and cattle and horses and goats and all kinds of animals. And the Forest Service and firefighters from all over came and helped. And it was scary, very scary thing. And it all started, we don't know what started it. I hope that it wasn't somebody flicking a cigarette out, because that person needs to be eliminated if it was. But anyway, very scary. That started on Sunday. And then they finally got it stopped, kept it from traveling. The wind was blowing, it was terrible. And at, I think, 12 or something, midnight, they finally kept it from going forward. But I mean, all the neighbors up and down the road had gone, most of them, and then my nephew and them, and all around. My daughter and them had to leave where they were, and they came here, and then it started shifting this way. It was a nightmare, man. No sleep, that's for sure. And then on Monday, we get tornado warnings and tell us to seek shelter immediately. Oh, it's been a very trying few days that we've had here. But what happened with that is those tornadoes, it came by, it kind of went just around us right here, and then it went on up to Jacksboro, and it hit Jacksboro. It hit the elementary school, and it hit the high school and businesses. It said, I tried to look some of it up. 19 hospitalized, thousands without power, 47,000. 80 homes and businesses in the Jacksboro area. Hit the high school and elementary. And then there was also, my brother texted me, there was tornadoes in Elgin and Round Rock. And it wasn't very far from my niece, Candace, and her 2 little girls. So yesterday was a very scary day too. But at the elementary school, the principal came out and told them to get in a school, that it was coming. And they had all these people ran in. And right that time it hit and it flipped all these cars and stuff. But everybody was okay. So, be careful. And I know it's going east. So pray for all these innocent people. Pray for it to dissipate. In Jesus' name. So we're going to get started here. The CCP has infiltrated 3 branches of the government: judicial, legislative, executive. White hats, military generals knew of the CCP. That's treason. Everybody involved. FBI, CIA, CCP, social media giants. All of them. How did Trump and the military maintain his presidency? The concept of devolution is fundamental, part of the government's top secret continuity of government. They are so secret under these plans, devolution could circumvent the constitutional provisions for government succession, and military commanders could be placed in control around America. Research Patriot Devolution Series. President Trump gave Ezra Cohen Watnick high civilian clearance inside military intelligence network. Ezra has the power to give out declassified information, which he did often through Twitter and Telegram. The planned secret operations is replacing politicians, senior key officials, high-ranking general, admirals, and officers. All right. IBS, Integrated Broadcast System. John Durham. Hello, everybody. Special Counsel John Durham. Now that video went around Telegram if you saw it. I hope everybody's doing well. Know that you're thinking, you're asking, why is this Punisher putting out so much content? Well, I'll tell you. I've been spoiling you, and even though I can't please everyone, you know, some still have something to gripe about. So, National Security Space Architect coming soon. No EBS, IBS. I don't care how they do it, just get it out there. Oh, it's a 7-year, $60 million development program to replace intelligence broadcast systems with a single worldwide intelligent dissemination service. IBS will be leading example of information management for defense and intelligence communities. Enterprise solution includes web-based profiles, advanced data fusion, database replication, multi-level security, a 4-tier management approach utilizing technologies such as Java, XML, UML, TUV, XWRYC. All right, and IBS will be manage the several intelligence broadcast systems into a system of systems. It permits producers and sources to generate and disseminate tactical intelligence data to warfighter via multiple transmission media. Receivers into a joint tactical terminal. The IBS architecture is focused on tactical users' information and for the fact that tactical users have more C41 capabilities than others. Problem: no single cohesive service, no integrated broadcast, separate management. Solution: integrated system of systems. So there you go. And now I wanted to put this in here because I have a lot of people telling me this is the New World Order, that Nassar's New World Order. No, it is not. Klaus Schwab wanted that, and the deep state, cabal, mafia, whatever you want to call them, they all wanted that. Yes, they did. But guess what? That has been destroyed by the military, the Trump, and the alliance. That is what Putin has been doing over there in Ukraine, giving them their freedom and sovereignty, and also getting rid of the Nazi militia, corrupt deep state, and CIA that have all been in there and planted in there. So Jacob Rothschild accused Putin of being a traitor, and right here he says, Putin said, the New World Order follows Satan. So there you go. No, he does not stand for the New World Order. The Nassar Jassar going into place right now is for the alliance for the people, not the New World Order. Okay, so get that right. Anybody telling you that is wrong. Okay. Who knows where all these bodies are buried? General Flynn. Why did General Flynn plead guilty? General Flynn was given the highest security clearance by Obama administration, but the fake news seldom likes talking about that. 2. In order for the NEQ level to spill the beans, just a band of Anons loading activated. Free October. Yeah. They must be compelled to talk, indicted for a crime they never committed by the cabal. You decide. New York Police Department blows whistle on new Hillary emails, money launderings. Read. Yep. Spygate. I think the president has every right to be frustrated because I think what happened to him was one of the greatest travesties in American history. That is correct. Why would General Flynn plead guilty? We have the servers. Who doesn't? Even while others seem to go unpunished, may they all rest in peace. Yeah, they've all been taken down. And then, how do you capture a very dangerous animal from dark to light? Do you attack it from the front? No. The choice to know will be yours. What if the deep state and mainstream media are being played like a fiddle? Absolutely. Well, you appear completely helpless. Do you signal ahead of time when you're attacking? No. The first rock star president to take down the establishment. You set a trap. Oh. You allow them to hire 17 angry Democrats, and while the deep state is celebrating their clever little coup, Mueller, that's all, folks. You set them traps. Absolutely. and create 60,000 plus sealed indictments. You appear helpless and completely dominated by the deep state. Spill the beans to reveal the investigators. Why did General Flynn plead guilty? Because he brought them all down. For a worldwide mass arrest event. Yep. All of these people right here. Bye-bye, birdie. Military tribunals. Pizzagate. Sick people. For worldwide mass arrest. That's why he pled guilty. Why did General Flynn plead guilty? Pizzagate are no longer the best kept secret on earth. And many of us now know your darkest secrets. You're very sick. That's right. And are no longer the best kept secret on earth. When you stop watching the mainstream media, fake news, censorship is keeping us blinded. We only censor fake memes. Declassify all. 63,000 for U.S. hot dogs and pizza. We know what that was for. Very dark. Let's do it up. And that you all work together to keep those secrets. Yes. Sick people in the world. All right. Social Media Intelligence Agency. A toast to your personal info. Look at that. Chambers, Levinson, Hennessy, Schmidt, Doer, Ellison, Hastings, Wesley, Jobs, Sotero, Zuckerberg, Costello, Bartz. What can anyone do but if control the news, weather, Hollywood, central banks, wars, big tech, big pharma? It was all controlled by the deep state cabal. And the wind is still blowing in Texas. Wind needs to be stopped. We just need rain. Y'all pray for rain. Because the public is unaware of something does not mean it's not happening. The storm has arrived. That is right. Trust the plan. JFK Jr. on his own. In a year of upheaval, he lost his mother, quit his job, and broke with Daryl Hannah. A man with a plan. The media can't push the lies anymore. Thousands of digital soldiers dig up the facts in minutes and spread the truth within hours. Narratives would last weeks and destroyed in days. We are the news. We are the storm. Yeah. To all digital soldiers, we matter. We are winning the war on disinformation. The strangest thing is those who know how honest I am. This is from OJ. My perfection for whatever I do and how hard I work to achieve the impossible will not spend a minute to hear an opinion, a thought, a fact. Yet I'm blessed to be here, and thank you to Shariraye for this opportunity to help get the truth out. I was cut off 3 times with no communication to the outside world. Information was still coming at me. I don't surf, I manifest, I don't know how. I just kept trying to reach someone that could give me enough rope. Just remember, all you need is a candle to light 1,000. Believe in yourself. Don't give up. Fight. Know your truth. God. Nearly there. We won the battle. We need to win the war. Love you all, OJ. Love you too, OJ. All right. This is... Putin knows clone Biden is incompetent. The real Biden is dead, and so is Hunter, as well as the Clintons, Bushes, and Obamas. That's correct. The media is the one that needs to be taken down. Yes. They're trying their best to start a war between the U.S. and Russia. Ukraine is part of Russia, just as Texas is part of the United States. That is correct. All right. Seriously. The Queen does not want to be seen in public in a wheelchair or over fierce comparison to her late sister, Princess Margaret. The Queen has been using a walking stick in a number of public engagements, never been seen in a wheelchair. The latest insanity from London. They are selling the story that she's in a wheelchair. Give me a break. And on April 9th, that's my birthday, April 9th, she will attend the Thanksgiving memorial for her late cousin Philip. Also, husband. OJ's in the mix of all that stuff. What a tangled web we weave. All right, and here's your verse for the day. Psalm 95, 6 and 7. Come, let us worship, bow down. Let us kneel before our Lord the Maker, for he is our God. We are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you will hear his voice. The other verse that came to my mind when all this stuff was going on was, I didn't get it pulled up, but for two of you who are joined together, believing and ask it in my name, it shall be done. So that's what we stand on and believe in. And then here, I'm going to get to my notes, everybody. Russia opens up the gold-backed economy. Several sources saying we should get notifications this week. There's 209 to 214 countries under Nasara Jassara. Now, the Jackson, she's got like 3 or 4 names that they're nominating for Supreme Court, has no records available. She supports open borders and is vicious against anyone who disagrees. Jackson holds views against our laws. She doesn't honor the law or the Constitution. She is an activist and not a judge. Senator Grassley revealed that they have yet to see Jackson's records or sentencing experience. They're just trying to push her through. Corrupt deep state. And Clarence Thomas is being protected from the deep state. That's what I'm told. Alright, now in Florida, there was more than 100 people arrested during March. The March Sadness 2 undercover cop operation. They arrested child predators, prostitution. 108 were arrested. Daniel Peters, a retired Cook County, Illinois judge, was arrested for soliciting prostitution. Total of 108 people arrested. Democrats killed a Republican bill to increase American energy production. So what happened was the Republicans came forward with a bill to open up America, open our, oil fields and all that, and get to producing ourselves, and they said no, shut it down. Biden's policies dramatically increased the price of fuel, so what do you think they're doing? They don't want us to be producing oil in our country like we could? Shutting everything down. The Democrats are using this to push the green agenda. How many times have they been pushing a false agenda to make them money? Now, Trump spoke to thousands at a Florida rally. He says very clearly, I will be back. And Trump has not announced his 2024 presidential run. Market rates, this is the G-Man, market rates are at a 10-year yield are up like 2.35%. Gold at $1,924, down $20. Silver at $25.01, off a few cents. Platinum at $1,042.15, down $23.70. Palladium $2,559, down $87.05. US dollar just down by a few cents. Bitcoin at like 43K. WTI was 114 a barrel, but going up. And I had Brent crude, I think at 118. I don't have it right in front of me. All right. The inflation, central banks will not stop inflating, or they won't stop the global debt. Balloon inflation will go up. That's what they're trying to do, destroy us. All right, on AAA, gas national average was $4.24 a gallon. In Texas, it was $3.93 to $3.77. Ooh, can you hear that wind? Ooh. All right. There was a lot of different disinformation going around. You know that what's going on with Putin is getting rid of the deep state. The corrupt ones there. Nazi militia. And deep state cabal. Corrupt CIA. They're saying there's not anything left for NATO to benefit from, so they won't be in there. No defense. Now they're saying if they get the cabal out of Ukraine, are they going to try to relocate somebody? Where? I hope they destroy them enough where they won't. And we know that mainstream media is not reporting the truth. They refuse to report the truth. They're the ones that I want to see go down. Mainstream media. Alright, and then so many sources are saying look towards China and Taiwan. Same thing's going to happen there. They're going to get rid of all the corruption. Deep state. And then there's some sources saying that they don't believe that 75% of the population is still in the dark. They refuse to see the truth. I think it's more like 1 out of 2. There's that people that are waking up and the ones that refuse to wake up. And then there's us, the truthers. Alright. Now there was a video, I don't think I got it on here. It didn't make it. Where Biden is saying that we have a new world order and we have to lead it. Yeah, Klaus Schwab's plan. That was their plan until they were destroyed by the alliance military. The Biden DOJ spied on Project Veritas. And they came and they sealed the search warrants and canceled any communications with the federal judge. The Russian parliament chair calls for Biden's impeachment over illegal funding of the Azov battalion, Nazi militia, and this is breaking U.S. law. Yeah, we're done with the movie. Get rid of him. Beijing, Biden, and that administration needs to go. Soros-funded St. Louis Circuit Court attorney refuses to press charges against a suspect who tried to carjack 2 police officers inside a police SUV. So she needs to go. Right to the prison where the carjacker goes. Trump wins the case against Stormy Daniels. The stripper owes him $300,000. And Miami Beach was a state of emergency after the weekend shootings with spring break, with the South Beach spring break crowds. On the money front, in Fleming, says banks are collapsing. Basel III compliance was required by March 1st with a 30-day grace period, and is now ending the last week of March all over the world. So any bank that is not Basel III compliant will be shut down. Any banks not merged are required to meet all Basel III requirements or close their doors. So this is the last week. Well, by the 31st. By March 31st. Putin allows the sale of gold to commence March 22nd today under new currency and new rate. The 22nd is a red letter date for every nation and every currency. Banks have new currency ready to deliver, and we've heard huge tasks converting Tier 1 banks holding large amounts of U.S. dollars has been completed. The U.S. will emerge again as a shining nation on a hill. And then the Evergrande, in China has collapsed and disappeared from all markets. And then the CCP owns 50% of all these businesses. So when they collapse and CCP doesn't get their money, that collapses the CCP. Alliance knows what they're doing. So it leaves the CCP dead in the water, just like the ship, the Evergrande that's sitting out there in the ocean. Yeah, dead. Alright, here it was. Brent crude 118.23 today. And then we talked about the storms and the tornadoes in Texas. So that's all the notes I got for today, everybody.